So last year, Community Missions PR Committee, which is made up of community members, board members, and staff here at the agency, began a process of helping the board with reviewing our current mission statement, our current vision statement, and our core values. So we came up with a few ideas, they went back to the board, and the board didn't like it. the board didn't approve it, at least. And so then one of our board members here, Dr. Hanan Ismail, CEO of Medvar, wanted to kind of pitch an idea to us. And so that idea was to utilize an online application for us to be able to engage a full range of our stakeholders. So absolutely all of our stakeholders, basically. So we're talking staff, we're talking consumers, government funders, community partners, and on, to get their ideas for what Community Missions currently does through their eyes, and then what the future might look like as we kind of envision what it could be.
We are, as a company, we develop service programs, evaluate them, we develop metrics, and we do that for the corporate world and for companies. The tool we have, samepage, was an internal tool that we use to actually understand the aspiration, the needs of all the users of the services we are developing. And as being on the board of Community Mission and this need came up, I thought it's a good opportunity to actually utilize the internal tools we have to help the community and maybe hopefully get into to help other not-for-profit organizations. So the tool is a way to collect data, but these days everybody's collecting data. But at the end, how can you convert this data to meaningful results is what matters. And this tool does that. And the best thing about it is it does that in a way that everyone involved can understand that result. So not because you are not a professional or you don't understand data analytics doesn't mean that you are left out of the loop. So this is to bring people, as it's clear from the name, makes everybody understand, makes everybody on the same page, regardless of their background.
This is really a very exciting day for Community Missions. In this particular day and age, with things moving so quickly, transparency in an organization is vital. It's vital to the existence of the organization, it is vital to the growth of the organization, and it's vital to the future of the organization. So we are very excited to be the first not-for-profit that Medvar has worked with to develop this particular application for not-for-profit entities. And we are very excited to be having all of our partners as a part of this process, all of you helping us to make decisions that will shape the future of Community Missions and the services that we provide.
As the folks at the conference were saying, the purpose of all of this analytics is not to just do analysis for its own sake, but to reach actionable conclusions that impact public policy. And so again, I think that this is something that puts Community Missions very much in the forefront of the discipline of service delivery to be taking this type of approach. I'm really proud that it's happening here in the city of Niagara Falls.
With the samepage application, we are now going to be able to quantify the data from the individuals who utilize our services, from the individuals who contract for our services, and for the individuals who move forward with our services, how that particular impact is felt throughout the community. So it's an exciting day.
Anyway, before I go into details about the samepage program, I just wanted to explain the impact that the mission has had on my life. In August last year, I was in the psych ward at the hospital, and I thought there was no future for me. I felt like there was nothing going on, there was nothing to look forward to. And when I was released from the hospital had set up for me to come to Community Missions. Well, I had heard of it, but I didn't know exactly what they did. So they had arranged for a cab. I said, no, I'll walk, because I was in the hospital for 11 days. And as I'm walking down 10th Street toward the mission, I'm thinking to myself, I'm dreading it. I'm thinking of Law and Order, and I'm thinking of the news programs where you see shelters where people are stealing, using drugs and everything else. So my face was just going lower and lower, my shoulders were going lower, and it took me forever to get here because I just was dreading it, carrying my little bag of stuff that I had from the hospital. And when I came around the corner, walked in, I took a deep breath, opened up the door, and Amanda, who was working on my program, greeted me at the door, and immediately half the weight on my shoulders disappeared because I looked around and said, wow, this isn't what I thought a mission or shelter should be like. And as the process went on, the rest of the weight weighed off because there was meals. I went into my room. It was like a hotel room. It was clean. It was very organized. It was all put together very nicely, and I was just astounded. But besides the basic necessities, like food and shelter, the mission has also helped me to still be here on the planet Earth, number one, but also given me roadmaps to get help through like DSS, through pros, to help me mentally get back on track again. And I'm very grateful for what the mission does, and I have a much better understanding of what this mission can do. And this program, as it was explained to me, will help because number one, not only will it inform the people of Niagara Falls what this place does, it'll shed that image of shelters being places you don't want to go. And that's why I volunteered when they asked me to participate in this program, because I think this place has saved my life. And I don't consider myself a success story yet, but I consider myself a continuing success story because I'm still here, and I'm still alive, and I'm still participating with the mission now, helping with errands and bringing in donations because I feel like they've given me, now I can give back to them.